Hello, I'm Jonathan Van Bilson, and welcome to this special show focusing on dog guides. We're going to be speaking with several people who either own dog guides or live with people who do. The mission of the Alliance Foundation of Canada Dog Guides is to empower Canadians with disabilities to navigate their world with confidence and independence by providing dog guides at no cost to them and supporting each pair in their journey together. From guiding their owners through their daily lives to getting help when it's needed most, dog guides play a crucial role in the lives of Canadians with disabilities. Our next guest today is Julie Pugh. Julie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So I understand your son, Lucas, who is 10 years old,
Yes.
has a guide dog, Lex, and he's had him for about 2 years. Is that right?
That is right. Yes.
So what exactly is the benefit of Lex to Lucas? Like what changes have happened in the last 2 years?
It's more of a safety. It's more peace of mind, I guess, for myself and for his dad. When we go out with Lex and with Lucas, there was a time when if we went out, we always had to be holding on to Lucas's hand, not
Right.
Lex's.
Right.
And we have like a big oversized, it looks like a stroller. But it's classed as a wheelchair. So we would
Right.
either have to have him sitting in that with a seatbelt on or be constantly holding onto his hand, because if you took your eyes off of him for a brief second, he'd be gone. And if there was any crowds, it would be difficult to be able to find him. If you were to call his name, he would not necessarily respond to his name.
Right.
So with Lex, especially when we go out in public, that's where I really find a big difference. We're able to give Lucas a little bit of independence. I don't have to always constantly be paying attention to Lucas, because honestly, right, Lex kind of is more paying attention to what Luke is doing. And if Luke goes to, wander off, he's tethered to Lex's vest. Okay. And the slightest pressure and Lex goes into like a laying down position without any command. And he doesn't allow Lucas to go very far. He has the length of about 2 to 3 feet that he can go. So that's just a peace of mind for us when we go out.
Right.
And it really gives me a bit of security that Luke's not just going to wander off on me when I'm out in public.
Right. I can imagine that the stress. Now, you had mentioned that that Lucas is nonverbal. So, yeah. So how does it work when Lucas wants Lex to do something, or like how does the command process work?
So the commands do not actually come from Lucas. Okay. There's always a handler. So generally it's myself. Okay. So if we're out, Lex has a big job really, because not only does he have to pay attention to Lucas, but he also has to listen to my verbal commands.
The process, you got Lex from Oakville, right? From the Puppy
Yes.
University.
Mm-hmm.
What did you spend time there as their?
Yes, I did actually. When I first was told that they had a session or a dog that was suitable for Lucas, there was a 10-day session that I went to, and Lex was already very well trained. So then they were kind of training me on how Lex was trained. Right. So that I knew the proper commands and the expectations of what I should be expecting from the service dog.
Okay. What kind of dog is Lex?
He's a lab.
Okay. So Lex is fairly young then, right? You've had him 2 years, so he can't be much older than 2.5 or so?
Lex is, when we got Lex, he was just over a year old. So he's about 3.5 years old.
Now, do you find when you're out and about with Lucas and Lex, do you find people coming up and wanting to pet the dog? Does that happen?
I think for the most part, people are pretty well aware that when the vest is on, I find a lot of people will still ask occasionally, right. But generally people see that right on the vest it says, "Please do not pet." And I haven't really had people just come up and try and touch the dog. It does create a lot of interaction for Lucas, right. Because people wanting to come and kind of see the dog, they can interact with either myself or with Lucas. So right. it gives us lots of prompts for Lucas to be able to try and say hi to people,
Right.
making eye contact with people.
And lastly, the change. I guess there's been a big change in Lucas's life since Lex entered the picture. Do you find it's been a gradual sort of change, or was it like a night and day kind of a thing? Like, was there
Um,
any hesitancy on Lucas's part to have Lex in as part of the family?
no, I think Lucas appreciates having Lex.
Okay.
He doesn't show affection quite the same as a normal child would.
Right.
But he certainly like if Lex is near him and he, pets him, he gets the biggest smile and he'll start giggling.
Listen, Julie, thank you so much for spending time with us today and sharing your story. It's been very interesting, very informative,
Thank
and
you.
I keep learning so much about things affiliated with dog guys. I just find it amazing. All the best to you, Lucas, Lex, and the rest of your family. You take care.